name's Jonah Kay, and I live in Kitchener, Ontario, from Canada. I'd never even considered taking internet lessons before I even saw Tom. Like, I have had teachers before, like, just in my city, and, like, they were good, and they helped me, but they didn't teach anything about mindset, and, you know, they were just like, what song do you want to learn? Okay, there you go, they teach it to you, right? I was at a level where I felt like going to a weekly lesson and sitting in front of somebody wasn't really going to get me any further. Really figuring the things out that I wanted to on my own, like that's what really sticks in my head, is just when something clicks and you make a connection and you learn something new, without somebody sitting there like physically showing you how to do it, then you don't forget that kind of stuff. And that's why I've liked the correspondence lessons quite a bit, because it's just, you know, it builds a lot faster because I'm kind of doing it independently. But if I have any questions, all I have to do is, you know, just email him, or just I can switch up my lesson plan at any time if I have, you know, new musical goals or whatever. Since I started taking lessons with Tom, my technique has just been refined quite a bit. Like, when I started the lessons, I was like, all right, I want to learn somewhat from the beginning, and I want to, like, you know, hear what he has to say, like how you should do it, from like how do you do like alternate picking, how do you do sweeps in this way and that, and then just doing it the way he shows you, and like adapting that playing style. It might take you a couple weeks, or it might take you a couple months to be comfortable doing it a new way, but it just cleaned up my playing a ton. I thought the price was totally reasonable for Tom's lessons. It wasn't any really more than if you were going to get a private teacher. So I was like, well, there's no difference really. I'm just going to be taking lessons, and I know it's worth it, like, just because having somebody instruct you, or like just a teacher in general, like, is like, well, you need it. Like, nobody, no matter what you think, like, you're never going to get really, really good on your own. Having specific goals with Tom and actually filling out all the forms and stuff, like, I was like, yeah, that's where you got to start from. Like, all these other private teachers that I've been to, they were good players and stuff, but they didn't have that personal touch to really, like, focus on what you want to do. They might say it orally, but I don't know, it doesn't really stick. Like, they don't create a full lesson plan based off of it that could go for years, like, developing if you stay with the same goal. And if you change the goal, he'll change his approach. Whereas my other teachers, I ended up leaving them because, you know, I got to the next level and they weren't doing anything else for me, and they weren't asking me the right questions to get me there. So that's the difference, I guess, is he will continually, like, basically mentor you through the lessons, as well as show you how to play.